know what I mean. They're coming out of the sky, out of the sea, and on land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys. Time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys. They got your back, the pride of the fleets, the pipe swinging frogman. You're the UDT. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame. They do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network here this Monday evening. Tonight, the Sim Racing Authority's Tornado Tailgater Series will finish up their contender round, and the top 6 drivers will be moving on to the Eliminator round at Chicagoland next week. As we took a look, we did show you the grid earlier on. Let's go ahead and bring it back up once again, folks. Taking a look at the grid for the chase is where it stands. The top 6 drivers you see there in the first column. Those drivers there are going to be battling it out here tonight to be the top 6 to go into Chicagoland next week and see if they will have what it takes to continue on in the chase. Tonight we got 90 laps here at Talladega. So we are going to be moving to the Star Spangled Banner here now, the most patriotic band in the country here today. Madison Rising will be performing it for us, so we will be back right after this.
This is Dave Bray from America's most patriotic rock band, Madison Rising. You're watching the Digital Forge Broadcast Network.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars Give it up for the teams, a bunch of badasses if you know what I mean. They're coming out of the sky, out of the sea, and on land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys. Time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys. They got your back, the pride of the fleets, the pipe swinging forward man. You're the UTT. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame, they do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA. Ooh yeah, this is the big boys club. Nobody does it quite the way a SEAL team does. Clean in, clean out, the boys are the best, and they'll be coming for your shells in the deck. So if you see a wrong man coming with guns, you better reconsider whose side you're on. These boys are ghosts, team of the Reaper, and they'll be more than happy to deliver you back to your maker. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame, they do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA. Because the only easy day was yesterday. Come on! They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame, they do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame, they do it for the USA. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network here this Monday evening. And tonight, the Sim Racing Authority's Contender round will conclude the 3-race series. As you're seeing here tonight, the qualifying times are coming in here at Talladega. Next week, we will be looking at Chicagoland in the Eliminator round. We'll bring up the grid to let you look at that once again. Take a look at the grid as it stands here, as Marcus Richardson is going to be the guy to beat here tonight. Top 6 drivers in that first column will be moving over to the Eliminator round if they so finish in their positions here tonight. So we'll have to see how this will play out as drivers are now finishing up. It looks like Connor Anton is your fast man with a 50.202 for 1,000ths of a second. Ariati right on him there in the number 15 car. Derek Bordeaux is not too far back. Marcus Richardson, the points leader here tonight, he is in 4th in that number 2 car. Matt Simpson is rounding out your top 5 here in qualifying. They got just a few more minutes to go here, and we'll be set to go green for 90 laps of super speedway racing here tonight. And if you tuned in last night, folks, we had some great racing. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit subscribe on the YouTube button, or out there on our YouTube channel, so that way you can stay in the know as to when we go live. Looks like they have finished up. And as we take a look down to the grid, let's get you down there and get you the gridding action as it stands here tonight. Waiting on our pole sitter to make his way down to the grid, and we'll be ready to go, folks. Drivers are pulling their cars out of the pits into the grid. They're right in the tri-oval. And our pole sitter still has yet to make it out there to the grid. So we're going to go ahead and skip him here tonight. Connor Anton sits on the pole. To his outside, the 15 there of Ariati will be starting second. Inside lane of the third row, or second row, will be the number 4 of Derek Bordeaux. Still haven't had some other drivers make it to the grid here, so we do apologize for that. We'll just keep moving right along. 87. Taking a look at the 87 back there, that's Spencer Owens. Starting back there in 6th position. Looking back, you see Anton Shelley back there. To his outside, it will be Tyler Ducharme in the 08. The number 17, looking back into 11th position, the number 17. And for some reason, my gridding software is still giving me fits here tonight. Excuse me, it's 47. I said 17. I do apologize. 47 of Ronnie Norman's in 11th position. To his outside, you got the 63 of Christian Snyder. Starting in 13th position is 12 of Kyle Putz. To his outside, you got the 32 of Dean Held. And that Logitech car. Cars now starting to make their way down towards turn number 1 here tonight. As we take a look back up front, this is your leader, pole sitter here tonight, Connor Anton, and that 48 Lowe's machine. Marcus Richardson, another driver we wasn't able to get to you earlier. Let's take a look at that gentleman in the number 2 car. Starting 4th in that Mobil 1 Ford Fusion. Then go to the chopper view there for you, folks. As we will be set to go green when they make it around to the tri-oval. Making our way into turns 3 now they come. Again, you're watching the Sim Racing Authority. Last race of their contender round. This is their final race in this 3-race round here at Talladega. Into turn 4 they go. One more and that pace car will be set to go in the pits. Making our way down towards the tri-oval. As we see him come around. Pace cars into the pits. Green flag ready to wave. And here we go, folks.
Green, green, green.
Here they come. Green flag flies. It's in the air. All the cars making their way into turn number 1. And Connor Anton Ariati. As you see him now, the 4. The 4 of Derek Bordeaux making his way. Straight away they go. The 48 there of Connor Anton, your race leader. And as we see him making our way out of turn number 2 into the back. And then we got some side-by-side race action into turn number 3. Almost 3 wide as the 15 of Ariat hold low. Here they come down towards the tri-oval. The first lap here tonight. Just look at the amazing side-by-side race action going on down here. He looks like he's going to split it a little bit. The 18 there of Nathan Dumas in that M&M car. And as you can still see, the 48 of Connor Anton here tonight. Leading him around towards turn number 3. You got the 83. Chance Crum right there on his tail. 18 of Nathan Dumas. You got the being pushed by the 15 of Ariati. Tyler Ducharme now making his way up as we take a look at that 08 Exalta car. So you can see he started 10th and he's already up to 6th position here on the second lap. Into turn number 1 they go. You can see the drivers are working those lower grooves to the mid grooves. Nobody going up high just yet as they are working that side draft. You can see the 15 of Ariati trying to get some side draft off the 18 of Nathan Dumas. Down the back straightaway they go now. into turn number 3. And cars are finally fanning out into a single file line, running that lower groove. Into the turns they come. Towards the front stretch, they make their way out. Really working that lower groove. Preferred line here now. You see the 2 of Marcus Richardson back there in 10th position. Has since fallen off. He started 4th here tonight. Fallen back to 10th here on lap number 4. Right behind him, the 59 of Alex Peck and the 89 of Sean Williams. 2 other drivers known for their driving you definitely want to keep an eye on. Look up high as you got the 4 of Derek Bordeaux running that middle groove. Losing out, they don't have the help. You got a nice draft train down in that middle or lower groove heading into turn number 3, and the 4 of Bordeaux is going to try to make it work with the 15 of Ariati as he stays side by side with the 08 of Tyler Ducharme. Coming out of turn number 4, down the front stretch they come towards the tri-oval. Here they come across the tri-oval. And these cars are still battling it out. No car yet electing to take the high line. We saw some drivers try to run that high line in practice, and tonight, so far, nobody's tried it here in the first 5 laps. Some drivers flip-flopping around. Look at the good side-by-side battles going on into turns 3 and 4 as we take a look. Ducharme side-by-side with Derek Bordeaux. Ariati right there side-by-side with the 32 of Dean Held. Coming down the front stretch towards the tri-oval once again. Here they come. Top 5 as it stands, folks. Connor Anton, Chase Crum, Nathan Dumas, Anton Shelley, and Kyle Putz are your top 5 here in the first 6 laps of this 90-lap race here tonight. We do thank you for tuning in to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network here this Monday evening as we watch the 08 Exalta car of Tyler Ducharme now past the 28 of Anton Shelley, as it looks like he had a little connection issues in that back straightaway. The 42 of David Schutt's going to pull up high in the turn. Not really sure if he wants to run that higher line or what it is. Here they come down the tri-oval. See the 42 of Schutt right there on the back of the 44 of Chris Duchamp. Looking up at your race leader, there he is, folks. Connor Anton, uncontested for the lead. Started on the pole, led the first 5 laps. Getting some draft push there from the 12 of Kyle Putz in second position. 08 of Tyler Ducharme there in third. 32 of Dean Held right there in fourth. And Derek Bordeaux in the top 5. Here they come, turn 1. Almost looking at 3 wide action as they make their way out of turn number 2. Looking at the drivers coming down the back straightaway. The only one staying up high in the back straightaway is the 83 of Chance Crum. Number 18 looking and going really high. Is he going to try the third lane? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 wide in turn number 4 as the 18 of Nathan Dumas goes high. And Ariati's going to take full advantage of that and move up a few positions. Look at the 32 of Dean Held falling back as he has no help up there in that middle groove until the 83 of Crum makes his way up. And look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, they're getting close. Same lanes between the 2 of them. And good maneuver there by Chance Crum to be able to make it past the 32 of Dean Held, as he has lost a lot of positions. Take a look at it now, folks. Started 14th. He was up and towards the top 5 and has since fallen back to 9th position. Connor Anton bringing him down the front stretch towards the tri-oval they come. Still working that lower groove as he comes around the tri-oval. Will be followed by the 12 of Kyle Putz, the 8 of Tyler Ducharme, Derek Bordeaux in the number 4, and Bobby Zelensky now. Bobby Zelensky here tonight. So we take a look at that number 5 car. Started 21st and has worked his way up to the top 5 here on lap number 10. Some good work from these drivers here tonight. Right behind him, the 44 of Chris Ducharme, another driver you want to take a look at. Started 27th and hard charged his way up to the top 6 as he makes his way low into the turn of number 3 and 4. Keep an eye on that 83 of Chance Crum. Is looking really close to trying to go get some rear draft, off the 44 there of Ducharme. But we'll lose out. Look at Ariotti working that middle groove, coming down towards the tri-oval now. As they cross the start-finish line, Ariotti elects to go high. Does he have the help? Nope. He will settle down and barrel it down deep into the first turn. Some great camera action you're seeing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give a shout-out to Ryan Eckstein putting on the great cameras for us. As we're going to show you a little crank it up cams. If you got some volume out there, folks, while you're watching Ducharme move through the field, let's crank it up. And just a good show of the camera work that we've had here on the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. Again, a special thanks to Ryan Eckstein for putting together some custom camera work, as we're able to bring you some great footage of these drivers barreling down these tracks. Barreling down this track here tonight. Again, if we didn't show you earlier, folks, tonight they are at Talladega. It's 2.6, we'll call it 2.66 mile track. 104 degrees was on the track temperature. The weather here tonight, 78 degrees. 104 on the track, 45% humidity, and partly cloudy. So as these drivers start to put more rubber down on the pavement, it's going to get slick as we watch the 44 of Chris Ducharme make a move now. Ducharme started 27th, and he's up to the top 4 here on lap number 13, coming out of turn 4. Towards the front stretch he goes. Will he make a move on the 08 of Ducharme? We'll have to see, as he's got the momentum shift. Watch the 44 here, folks. And we got some guys running up that high line. Will settle down in the middle groove there. The 4 of Derek Bordeaux. Making his way out of turn 2 in the back straightaway. Some guys getting close to the wall. The number 5 of Bobby Zelensky nearly making contact with the wall. And Halvely, number 5 Ford Fusion, barrels it down into turn number 3 goes. Some nice grandstand camera work as we watch these drivers come flying down towards the tri-oval they go. Lap number 15 here tonight. Got a new leader, folks. The 12 of Kyle Putz takes the lead. Here they come into the back straightaway. As we take a look at Ducharme right there on the bumper of the 12 of Kyle Putz. Summary statistics for you here in the first 14 laps that they put down, working lap 15 now. 3 lead changes here tonight. He's our leader, or pole setter here tonight, Connor Anton, back there in 3rd position, running that number 48 Lowe's machine. Some good side-by-side racing between Chance Crum and then 83 and the 44 of Ducharme as they come across into turn number 1. Ducharme's going to run the lower part of the groove, flirting with that yellow line nearly the apron as he makes his way through turns 1 and 2. And you see the drivers electing to go high now into the back straightaway. Oh, almost contact there between the 32 of Dean Helt and the 83 of Chance Crum. Look at the good side-by-side action now as we see Crum falling back a few more positions. Here comes the number 5 of Bobby Zielinski. Ariati moves up to the wall to help out the 83. Keep him from falling back a few positions as they fall in line, and he's going to give him a little draft push there across the start-finish line. Towards turn number 1 they go. And we forgot to shut some programs off there, but that's all right. As we see the drivers now have fanned out into a straight line yet again. Here they come towards the tri-oval. Out of turn number 2 they go. You can see the 32. Whoa, the 32. That is Dean Helt's going to fall back as he made contact with the wall coming out. And oh, it doesn't look too good for him now as he's continuing to fall back to where he started in even more positions now. Think he got a little bit rattled when he touched that wall. Let's watch to see if he makes a pit stop here. Some damage dealt there for the 32 of Dean Helt. Looking back up at your race lead, a very tight battle from the top 4 to 5. As you see the 12 of Kyle Putz there, the 08 of Tyler Ducharme, the 48 of Chris DeShong, the 48 of Connor Anton, and the 44 of Chris DeShong, the number 5. That is Bobby Zielinski. Oh, and some contact made. Ariati's going to go flying by. No caution flag's going to fly. Wow, this is going to shake the field up just a little bit as we watch multiple drivers moving past the 5 of Bobby Zielinski. As he had some contact back there in the back straightaway. You see now the 53 of Nicholas Coruscant makes his way past him. Kyle Putz and Tyler Ducharme got a good break from that contact as the gappage is now going to open up for him. As we take a look back in third position, Chance Crum in the 83. His driver drop here off the leaders. It's about a half a second. Working his way through the back straightaway towards turn number 3. He's running that high line. He's going to barrel it down low, but you have some lap traffic. That's the number 9 of Randy Roberts. As he's able to make his way around the lap traffic heading through the front stretch. Towards the tri-ovals they come. And once again, everybody regaining momentum. Working their way around Roberts. Taking the high line, and you can see the cars drop as they get past the lap car. Lap car staying low. Marcus Richardson now making his way past the lap car. Alex Peck, the 59, settles in behind, and he's going to go down low now. And look at the battle brewing behind him as you have the 8 of Josh Robin now makes a move underneath the 89 of Sean Williams and the 18 there of Nathan Dumas. These guys are battling it out pretty hard here in the first 20 laps, moving to 22 now. More lap traffic ahead. We'll have to keep an eye on that as cars are passing them. 42 there of David Shutt made a pit stop. Getting back out onto the track before the back straightaway could spell disaster. He got lucky there as everybody was able to gracefully move around him in the turn. So we take a look. There is the 7 of Trevor Pettarelli. Driver here tonight started 19th, and he's up to 13th position. Sean Williams tonight started 17th. He's up to 9th here on lap number 24. Or excuse me, lap 23. We haven't clicked over just yet. And now we got a good battle up front, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these 5 cars battling it out. The 83 of Chance Crum has taken the lead. Here comes the 15 of Ariani. He's going to go low. Side by side, 3 wide now. Heading into turn number 3. And Marcus Richardson is there right beside Chance Crum. The 12, Ducharme's almost going to make contact with the wall. That 08 car. The 12 of Kyle Putz is going to go up high and lose a few positions and fall back to 5th place. And here comes the 2 of Marcus Richardson now side by side with Ariani. In the triumphal they go. Marcus Richardson will take the lead. We've seen this guy here at Michigan battle it out and had a very unbeatable car. And tonight it looks very even between these front, I'd say about 8 drivers. Looks to have about the even setups. And look at them come 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Oh, and Chance Crum nearly come in contact with the wall. See some other drivers working through the field, trying to work together to get some draft going. Here they come across the start-finish line, lap number 25. While we are watching the drivers here, we are going to make a short commercial break. This is the Sim Racing Authorities Contender Round race number 3. Top 6 drivers and points will be walking out of here, moving on to the elimination round, starting at Chicagoland next week. We'll be back right after this. Give it up for the teams, a bunch of badasses if you know what I mean.
they're coming. Out of the sky, out of the sea, and on land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys. Time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys. They got your back, the pride of the fleet, the pipe swinging forward man. You're the UDT. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. Fame. They do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA. Oh yeah, this is the big boys club. Nobody does it quite the way a CLT does. Clean in, clean out. The boys are the best, and they'll be coming for your shots in the deck. So if you see a wrong man coming with guns, you better reconsider whose side you're on. These boys are ghosts.
And a caution flag flies. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the race here tonight. Our first caution is going to come out of the race. We take a look through the field to see if we can get you that caution action. Take a look from Justin Gable's perspective. Let's run back the replay and see if we can get exactly what happened here in the first caution of the evening. And not going to be able to do it, as we see some damage there on Randy Roberts' car. And it looks like he's going to be possibly looking out of the race. We see Dumas there in the pits as well. Connor Anton. Some of these other drivers just having some issues here tonight. You take a look. There's your race leader making his way into pits now, folks. As you see, he's led 5 laps of the race, started 10th here tonight. Currently, he's up in second, excuse me. Trevor Pettarelli is now shown as the race leader, staying out there in that Ford Fusion. Got the skull and crossbones, almost like the Goonies symbol there on the hood of that car. Ducharme down in the pit roads. As we look at the cars making their way off the pit exit, here comes Ducharme down pit road. You see the good battles there coming off of pit road. Drivers now making their way towards the first turn. Not exactly sure why they're getting on the track before the back stretch. See Chance Crum electing to do that. Drivers now getting back up to pace towards the pace car. As you see Pettarelli there heading towards turn number 3, leading the pack around. Ryan Wertman, Alex Peck, and Nicholas Osipek, I believe that's how it's pronounced. There are your top 4 with Ariati rounding out your top 5 here on lap number 31.
Job, a man, his man and niggas, holding off the enemy for 3 hot days in the desert sun. The decision he made, his men on the grave, was do or die for him that day. He stepped into the line of fire, and a hero on that day, he was a hero, man of the flag, the likes of
Once again, good thanks to Madison Rising providing some great music there as we watch the drivers pace around towards turn number 3. Lights will be coming off the pace car here this time around. We'll be set to go green on lap number 35. And let's see if we can pull in a driver to get an interview for you here. Kind of get some perspective. This man leading the series in points coming into tonight. Marcus, are you there?
Hello.
Well, tonight, you know, looking pretty good so far, battling through the field. You can fall back pretty quick. Give us perspective of what you're facing, knowing that you're leading the series in points coming into Talladega.
I fell back at the start just to feel things out. I didn't like the people I was racing around, so I just wanted to feel everything out. And once the field got thinned out and I was comfortable with who I was racing, I decided to race a little bit and get a lap lead. Now I'll just ride around trying to not junk it, because I'm pretty much in as long as I don't wreck.
So the pressure is off for the number 2 mobile car, they say.
No. There's too many cars in the lead lap still. But I feel pretty good about it.
All right, any shout-outs you want to give while we got you on the line?
Shout out to you for broadcasting. Always great to have a live broadcast. And everybody at SRA for putting this on. It's fun. Love the chase format. Hate it at the same time, but it's exciting, so I love it.
All right,
That's
well,
it.
Thanks for your time, and best of luck to you in the remainder of the race here tonight.
Yep, thank you.
There you are, folks. Number 2, Mobile 1 of Marcus Richardson running that Ford Fusion. We're going to be set to go green here. The gentleman right up now on the bi-power, number 59, Alex Peck, is your race leader. Will be taking us back green. As you see, the drivers are making their way down the back straightaway towards turn number 3. Once again, folks, we're going to show you the chase grid here. Let you take a look at it. As you see, Marcus Richardson is up in the first position. Ariati second. Ronnie Norman third. Bobby Zielinski fourth. And Tyler Ducharme rounding out the top 5 in points here coming into tonight. They'll be at Chicagoland next week for the race that's going to determine who's going to be the winner of this series. All right, pace car set to go in the pits. Here we go. Pace cars into the pits. Here comes the drivers. Green flag flies. We're back to the race on lap number 35. Here they come, barreling their way down the front stretch into turn number 1. Great side-by-side racing. And as you see, the 59 there of Alex Peck led 4 laps of the race here tonight during pacing. He's got the 08 of Tyler Ducharme, the number 2 of Marcus Richardson, and the 12 of Kyle Putz down low, as it looks like the lower groove is winning the turns. 15 of Ariati, the 83 of Chance Crum are up high. You got the 89 back there of Sean Williams trying to make something happen as he pulls some side draft there off the 83 of Crum. Ariati amazingly able to hold on, falling back to the top 5. Drivers electing to take the lower groove into turn 1. As you see, most of them move down as Ariati comes down into that lower groove. Wipes the nose of Sean Williams there. Into the back straightaway they go. Tyler Ducharme looking to make a move on the 59 of Alex Peck. As Kyle Putz now up to the bumper of Marcus Richardson. Heading into turn number 3, they keep that lower groove running, as that's where most of the rubber is and where the better line is here tonight. Bobby Zielinski back there in 8th position, started 21st. Another hard charger through the field, has been battling in the top 5 for a bit. Has settled now into the top 8, as he's got the 1 of Jared Darling right there behind him. Jared Darling started 26th, and he's up to 9th position. A lot of good cars moving through the field. As we take a look back up at our race leader, Fanning out into a single file line they go. Nobody making a move just yet. Some cars getting really towards the middle groove heading into turn number 3, but they settle down in that lower groove, flirting with that yellow line in the apron. Coming down the front stretch towards the tri-oval, Alex Peck, the 59, leads the herd. And as we watch him come into turn number 1, almost wide there at one point. Looking back, look at these cars. Right there with Lachlan McMillan. And as you see some guys making the moves, the 42. Will be making a move there. 41 of Caden Henry will be settling in there. As you see, he started 18th here tonight. He's currently moved up to 14th position. Going back up to the race lead, Alex Peck. Tyler Ducharme looking like he wants to make a move, or he's just moving up to the higher groove. Gets some bump draft there to the 59. Here comes Marcus Richardson being pushed by the 12 of Kyle Putz. What's going to happen in turn 3 as Ducharme looks like he wants to pass? Just trying to find the right moment to be able to go around the 59 of Alex Peck. As you see him fan out towards the wall. Coming out of turn 4 into the front stretch, Marcus Richardson with the move. Here comes that number 2 mobile machine. Kyle Putz back there in the 12 is trying to... Oh, he's going to settle in behind Ducharme there heading into turn number 1. Oh, Ducharme. Little contact there with the 59 of Alex Peck. And now Marcus Richardson has nobody to help him up high. But here comes Ariati. The number 2 man in points says, I got your back. As they're coming down the back straightaway towards turn number 3. Look at them. Nobody running the middle groove. Oh, Ariati's going to fall back in. Will Marcus Richardson have some room? And yes, he does. Like a glove, the number 2 goes in between the 12 of Kyle Putz and the 15 of Ariati. And now Ducharme making the move. Got the help from the 12. Here comes Marcus Richardson to help out the 59 of Alex Peck. We got a good battle up here for the lead with 50 laps to go in the race here tonight. Look at these guys battling up for the lead. Coming down the back straightaway now, Ducharme. Oh, and Richardson's going to make it 3 wide between Putz and Peck. And Bobby Zelansky now making his way up towards, has to go high to avoid the contact with the 15 of Ariati. Still side by side they go. Look at Tyler Ducharme. Ducharme in a 08 Exalta car leading them now. Pulling away a little bit from the 12 of Kyle Putz. Here comes Marcus Richardson down low, but underneath the 12 of Kyle Putz towards turn number 1. As Ducharme is going to stay up in the middle groove. The 15 of Ariati's on the bumper now of the 2. And oh, this is going to be interesting as Marcus Richardson's going to be pushed to the lead. 49 laps to go in the race here tonight, and things are heating up. Kyle Putz trying to provide some help to the 08 of Tyler Ducharme as they head into turns 3 and 4. 59 of Alex Peck settling in. Oh, we got some lap traffic, folks. This gets scary. 3 wide, the 32 up high. As they make their way around the lap traffic, okay. Still some great battling going on for the race lead as they head into turn number 1. Marcus Richardson, Alex Peck down low and working that middle groove. The 15 of Ariati's edging out the 2 of Marcus Richardson. Let's take a look at the summary. As you see, we've had 9 lead changes with 48 laps to go in the first 42 laps of this race. 1 caution for 3 laps of pacing here tonight. Top 5 we'll show you, but you can see it, folks. Marcus Richardson, Ariati, Tyler Ducharme, Alex Peck, and battling really hard is Jared Darling and Kyle Putz for the top 5. As these guys are swaying around the tri-oval. There's a little bit of a shift down there at the tri-oval. That's why it looks like some of the cars go even lower. And now Kyle Putz looks like he wants to run Ducharme up to the higher line. But Ducharme will not bite, and they'll have to stay in the middle groove coming out of turn 2 into the back straightaway. Let's get you down and show you some more camera action here for you. Look at these cars coming out of turn number 4. If you happen to notice some empty seats up in the grandstands, ladies and gentlemen, that's because pretzels just went on sale, and they're missing the great 3-wide action from the first 7 cars. Pretzels went on sale to 50 cents or buy 4, get 4 free. Something like that down there. But this is some great racing. Jared Darling to the bumper of the 59 of Alex Peck, and here comes the 28 now of Anton Shelley. I believe I'm getting that gentleman's name right. I hope I am. As we take a look. Arton Shelley. Let me know if you know this gentleman out there, if you can pronounce it correctly. I do apologize there. Didn't get a pronunciation before the race, so I do apologize to Mr. Shelley. It looks like we still have some drivers fanning out. Chris Snyder just providing us an update that was the cause of the first caution there, the number 63 of Chris Snyder. Shown out there in the chat room and YouTube. And ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining the Digital Forge Broadcast Network here this Monday night. Tuning in to watch the Sim Racing Authorities. Last race there, the 3-race round, the Contender round, to conclude this first round of their Chase Series, taking us into the Eliminator round next week at Chicagoland. The top 6 drivers in points will be battling out for the win of this season of the series. And it shows here tonight as these drivers are battling really hard through the field as you watch Alex Peck and Jared Darling down below. Marcus Richardson and Ariati Tyler Ducharme up in the middle groove, working their way out of turn number 4 they come. As we get you down closer, look at these drivers. See how close the battles are on the track. Down the back straightaway they go. 43 laps in the race here tonight. Who's going to be able to come away with the victory? As we talk to Marcus Richardson and that number 2 mobile machine. He said the pressure wasn't off. As you see, he's now side by side, making some side contact with Jared Darling in the tri-oval. His fastest lap time here tonight, 46.554 during the race. 3 laps led as he's battling side by side with Alex Peck for the race lead. And Alex Peck started 15th. He's currently battling for first. 13 laps led in the race here tonight. Ariati in third. Now moves up to second. He's had 2 laps led here. As that peak antifreeze Toyota Camry is going to have some help from the 08 of Tyler Ducharme. Making their way down the front stretch towards the tri-oval they come. And the tri-oval shift happens. Everybody moving lower towards the apron. And once they get close to the start-finish line, back to their respected grooves they go. And as you see there, sharing a little bit of the lanes, Ariati working close to the striped line. And here comes Jared Darling with a little bit of help from the 42. And that's David Shutt in the 42. David Shutt is 5 laps down, but he's providing some help to the 1 car. Much needed help, but Marcus Richardson's going to throw the block. As he come across the trioval, he throws the block on the 1, canceling his momentum, keeping the 2 car in the lead. Alex Peck up in the middle groove now as they head in the turns, going to lose a little bit of momentum, but I imagine they'll regain it there on the back straightaway. As you see the cars level out in the back straightaway, and watch this groove. Here comes the 15 of Ariati. Little bump action there with the 59 of Alex Peck, and they're getting their momentum back. Ducharme is falling off the pace. But look at the momentum up high. Here comes Alex Peck. He'll be side by side with Marcus Richardson. Look at the battle up front. But because they got 3 cars working that lower draft, they're going to get the momentum shift. And it's amazing to see how the draft action takes place between these drivers. As you see the 42 of Shutt side by side with the 59 Alex Peck. Remember, the 42 of Shutt that we're showing you here. David Shutt right there in the 42 is 5 laps down. As he's making his way up in the middle groove, we got some 3 wide. Ariati back there running 3 wide. Nobody up to help him high. Oh, and some cars getting close coming out of turn 4. 41 of Caden Henry nearly making contact there with the 29 car. As you see the 29 settles in. That's the 29 of John Barry. And Ariati's definitely fallen off the pace. A pivotal decision like that to run high with nobody to help you out in a super speedway where the draft is important shows you how fast you can lose positions, as we now see Ariati's fallen back to 14th position. Let's look back up at your race lead. Here comes Marcus Richardson now. Pulling down, leading that herd across the trioval. Started 4th, currently sitting in 1st here tonight. Will be credited with 8 laps led. As he makes his way into turn number 1. Alex Peck getting some momentum back as the 08 of Tyler Ducharme is providing a little momentum shift into the back straightaway. They go towards the wall. Nobody taking the lower groove. It's middle and high lanes there. And Alex Peck is now going to get pushed out to the lead. Will he go down in front of Richardson? No, he's going to stay in the lane. And here comes Richardson getting that side draft and working that lower groove in the turn. Side by side they go. And Tyler Ducharme looks like he wants to run high, but makes a smart decision and falls back into the middle lane. Look at all the side-by-side battling all the way back for the first 10 positions that you're seeing here. 36 laps to go in the race here tonight, folks. Top 5, Marcus Richardson, Alex Peck, Jared Darling, Tyler Ducharme, and John Barry are your top 5 here with 36 to go. And Jared Darling lost a little off the pace, but the 28 picked it up for him. And now Peck and Ducharme have taken the lead there from Marcus Richardson and definitely got some momentum shift as they're pulling away. That'll show up to be about 13 lead changes if Peck makes it to the start-finish line here. And Richardson, oh, we got some more lap traffic up ahead, folks. That is the 25 of Anthony Emery. They're making their way around. Everybody goes high, leaving that lower groove for the 25 car. And now Tyler Ducharme goes for the lead in the lower groove. Marcus Richardson got the momentum shift up onto the bumper of the 08, and he's going to tag him. Coming out of turn number 4. "35 laps, it'll be 34 to go this time around." What a battle for the lead. Well, folks, we're going to take another short commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some more race action for you, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Give it up for the teams, a bunch of badasses if you know what I mean. They're coming out of the sky, out of the sea, and on land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys, time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys. They got your back, the pride of the fleet, the pipe swinging forward man, you're the UDT. They don't do it for the money, they do it for the country. It's not about the fame. They do it for the USA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 30 laps to go to be 29 when they cross the start-finish line. And Tyler Ducharme is your race leader. As we're watching him coming up on the lap traffic of Matt Simpson and our pole sitter here tonight, the 48 of Connor Anton. As you take a look at Connor Anton there, folks, started first here tonight, currently sitting in 19th position. Oh, and we got some contact! As other drivers are hitting the wall. Ariati, Kyle Putz got into the wall. See if we can bring back a replay and show you exactly what happened there. As we'll show you from slowing down from Kyle Putt's perspective. Gets into the wall there, and you're going to see the 83 and the 29 and Alex Peck in the 59 all go flying into the apron. All these drivers. So we take a look over. There they are, folks. Wow. At 83 of... trying to get the driver name. Chance Crum. It's going to smack the wall pretty good. Alex Peck. 29 there. John Barry as well. All hit the wall. Wow. So we take a look back at the center field cam now, folks. Looks like some of the drivers have made their way into the pit road. Spencer Owens is your race leader, folks. Started 6th here tonight, led 2 laps, currently sitting in 1st. Oh, we got some connection issue contact. Whoa! Trying to figure out who that was. I couldn't catch a number. He was disconnecting so fast. Amazingly, the netcode software didn't predict any contact, and it looks like everybody's going to go through that cleanly. Kyle Putt's there working his way off of pit road. Falling back 1 position from where he started here tonight. Spencer Owens now making his way up to lap him. As you see, the 32 up ahead there of Dean Helt. And Spencer Owens makes his way down to pit road. So Trevor Pertorelli will be deemed your race leader now. Started 19th. He's worked his way up to the first position with a lot of driver pit stop action going on. 25 laps to go in the race here tonight. Oh, Ariotti gets into the bumper. Says, get out of my way, Bobby Chaney. I want to get through. As he gives him a slight tag, working that lower groove into turns 3 and 4. Sean Williams in the 89 sitting in 2nd position. The Carolina driver started 17th, had a fast lap time of 46.528. Last lap was a 48.011. Hitting about 203 miles an hour coming across the start-finish line. Currently sitting in 2nd position. Brian Wertman, Brian Wertman right there in the 70 car. As you see him making his way down the back straightaway behind the 089 of Sean Williams. Started 32nd, folks. 32nd tonight. And is up to 3rd. It may look like hard charging going on, but a lot of the leaders have made their final pit stops of the evening. We got 24 to be 23 laps to go. DeShong is shown in 4th place, and wow, what a gap that is. As he has the 91 of Nick Osapek right there behind him. This is your 4th place driver, started 27th here tonight. Osapek right there behind him. Started 30th and worked his way up to the top 5. Providing draft support there for the 44 to keep their pace going. Pertorelli now looking to gain on him. So far, we've started the field with 32 cars, folks. And only 16 are on the lead lap, as a lot of it has to do with the pit stops being made. Ariotti making a move. Back in 15th position right there behind the 24 of Bobby Chaney. Bobby Chaney in 14th. Take a look at the grid one more time here, folks. There's the grid, Chase grid as it stands. So you can see why some of these drivers have got to put it down here tonight if they want to make the eliminator round and battle it out next week in Chicagoland. Take a look at Pertorelli. Right there he is. That's your race leader, folks. So positions 13 through 15 are looking to get lapped as he passes the 59 of Alex Peck, involved in that incident that did not bring out a caution that we showed you earlier, where the 29 of John Barry, 59 of Alex Peck, and I believe it was the 83 of Chance Crum was involved, and they all went spinning in the infield towards the infield wall, putting a lot of damages on their cars and causing them to fall back. Chance Crum, sitting in 25th, has called it quits. See some of the other drivers through the field here. David Shutt tonight started 23rd, and he was looking hopeful, but has since fallen back to 24th position. Kyle Putz sitting in 23rd, got up into the wall, had to go into the pits. He's fallen 3 laps down now. John Barry, another guy involved in the caution, fallen to 21st to 2 laps down. We showed you earlier the 59 of Alex Peck has fallen 2 laps down since that incident. It's what happens, folks, when a caution flag doesn't fly. They did safely get off the track. Race control deemed it to be a safe and unfortunate event. Oh, and some cars going through the infield. Looks like the 32. Dean Held went through the infield. Trying to get his pit stop. And there's Dean Held down there on pit road. Let's back it up just a little bit. Let's see if we can bring you the replay on him going through the infield. Right there, he hits the cone. And it's going to be an unsafe pin entry. He's probably going to receive a black flag for that. It's going to be a tough break there for the 32 of Dean Held in that Logitech car. Taking a look at John Barry, the guy involved, 29, still has some damage on his car. But now, Tyler Ducharme, back in 14th position, hasn't been able to get back up towards the lead, has Jared Darling on his tail in 15th position. Car's starting to get back on the lead lap. Connor Anton here tonight, back up to first position, folks. Started first. He's currently back up to first with 18 laps to go in the race here. He's got some lap traffic with him. Matt Simpson in second, the 33 car. As you see, he started 5th on the grid. Fastest lap time here tonight, 46.478. Last lap, 47.127. Hitting about 203 miles an hour coming across the tri-oval. 16 of Lachlan McMillan. Hits 204 before he gets to turn number 1. And then dives it down towards the apron. Started 24th. The Canadian driver is sitting in 3rd position. The 42 driver that you see up in front, folks, that is David Shutt. He's currently sitting in 24th. at about 5 laps down. Summary for you while we're watching these drivers make their way around to push it to 16 to go. Out of the 73 laps, soon to be 74, we've had 19 lead changes and 1 caution here tonight. Although we've had 1 caution, we've had a lot of incidents that ended up below the apron safely and not bringing out a caution, which has been unfortunate for some of these drivers. Top 5, where it's at right now: Connor Anton, Matt Simpson, Lachlan McMillan, Bobby Zelensky, and Marcus Richardson are your top 5. And as you can see the gap there between the drivers, look at 3rd and 4th. Zelensky 4 seconds off of 3rd position. As we're looking at the top 3 drivers there, starting with the 48, the 33, and the 16, let's bump back to the 5, and you can just see the gap. As Zelensky's got a lot of help, though, from the 2 of Marcus Richardson. 87 of Spencer Owens, and the 47 of Ronnie Norman. 28 as well of Arton Shelley. So if you're watching out there in YouTube, go ahead and give me a shout out. Who's going to win it here tonight? Let's make our predictions and let's see what happens. I want to hear from you out there, get you guys involved watching. Who do you think is going to come away with the victory here at Talladega? Definitely would like to know. We've got 15 laps to go in the race here tonight. As we take a look at the race leader, more lap traffic. Now they're getting up to the 91 of Nick Osipek. Osipek right there. Tough break for him. After his pit stop's going to fall back to 17th position, but it is an improvement from where he started, as he started 30th on the grid. And Kyle Putz. Kyle Putz got into the wall, which drew out a lot of the guys going into the apron. As we watch him make his way high into the first turn, running that high line. Started 13th and has fallen back to 23rd. Osipek now going to pass him as he comes out of turn 2. Just has lost the momentum here tonight. Simpson on the bumper of the 48 of Connor Anton. Still David Schutt 5 laps down in front of your race leader. Be 12 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line. We are going to move to a short commercial break, folks. When we come back, we're going to have some more race action for you. So you definitely want to stay tuned to see who's going to take victory here tonight. You're watching the Sim Racing Authority's Tornado Tailgater Series here at Talladega. We will be right back.
Another day on the job, a man, his man, and their guns. bunch of badasses, if you know what I mean. They're coming out of the sky, out of the sea, and on the land, gonna take it to the enemy. Lock and load, boys. Time to explode, boys. Just make sure you get home, boys. They got your back, the pride of the fleets, the pipe swinging frogman. You're the UDT. They don't do it for the money. They do it for the country. It's not about the fame. They do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA. Booyah, this is a big boys club. Nobody does it quite the way a SEAL team does. Clean in, clean out. The boys are the best, and they'll be gone before your shells hit the deck. So if you see a wrong man coming with guns, you better reconsider whose side you're on. These boys are ghosts, team of the Reaper, and they'll be more than happy to deliver you back to your maker. They don't do it for the money. They do it for the country. It's not about the fame. They do it for the, they do it for the, they do it for the USA.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 7 laps to go in the race here tonight. I'm Dustin Caldwell for the Digital Forge Broadcast Network, and these drivers are battling hard. Late turn of events here tonight as we're watching them come down the front stretch towards the tri-oval. You're watching the race leaders. Matt Simpson now has taken the lead here tonight as we take a look at the summary statistics with 6 laps to go. 20 lead changes in this race here tonight. 1 caution flag flown for 3 laps of pacing in the first 84 laps, as we have 6 remaining. Top 5 as it stands: Matt Simpson, Lachlan McMillan, Connor Anton, Bobby Zelansky, and Marcus Richardson are your top 5 here as they're making their way into turns 3 and 4. Simpson here tonight started 5th, led 1 lap. It'll be 2 if he makes it across before the 16 of Lachlan McMillan, as now Lachlan's got some momentum shift and tags the bumper of the 33 of Matt Simpson. 5 laps to go in the race here tonight, folks. A lot of things happened here. Some incidents got some of the hopeful drivers back as we watched them battle early on. Alex Peck and Kyle Putz. Kyle Putz back there in 22nd position was a hopeful to take victory here tonight, as he started 13th on the grid, sitting in 22nd. Looking about 3 laps down, will not have a chance to take victory here. Ariati, guy second in points here tonight, started 2nd on the grid, sitting in the top 10. It'll be a solid finish there for the 15 peak antifreeze Camry if he can just hold on to that position, as the 089 of Sean Williams, right on his bumper, started 17th up to 11th here tonight. Matt Simpson now coming out of turn 2 into the back straightaway, leading the front 3, as Lachlan McMillan and the 48 of Connor Anton, who started on the pole, are the only drivers really looking to battle it out. We got 4 laps to go. If a caution flag flies, Simpson will be declared the winner. We've been able to stay green this long. Let's cross our fingers and hope we stay green. Who will it be? Out of these 3 drivers are the hopefuls right now as they come across the tri-oval, working that lower groove. Coming across the start-finish line, the 33 of Matt Simpson makes it 3 to go in the race here tonight. So out there in the chat, who's it going to be? Will Lachlan McMillan make the great move at the end? Or will it be the 33 of Matt Simpson? We got 3 laps to go in the race here tonight. Keeping our eyes peeled here up to the lead. Who will it be? Marcus Richardson, though, back there in 5th position, has had a fast car. We'll have to see if he makes a move here, as it's going to be 2 laps to go. Right there behind the 5 of Bobby Zelansky. And it looks like he's gaining some ground now. We'll have to keep an eye on this driver. Zelansky makes the move. Oh, and some cars getting down low. We see a little bit of smoke fly there. Could be some tires smoking a little bit. And now Richardson on the move. Up to fourth, and look at the momentum. It's going to be the white flag when they get to the line. Who's it going to be here tonight? Look at Marcus Richardson making the move. He's up to the bumper of David Shutt. And this is where it's going to heat up, folks. Get on your feet. It's going to be a great finish as they're coming down the front stretch. Lachlan McMillan taking the lower line. White flag in the air. One more lap to go in this contender round race here tonight. 3 wide. Oh, and a car gets into the wall. Hopefully the caution flag does not fly out of that. What a battle we have got here tonight. Oh, and some cars go spinning in the apron, and Lachlan McMillan is pulling away. What is going to happen here tonight? Zielinski into the bumper of McMillan. Here they go, turns 3 and 4. Bringing it down the wall cams, coming down the front stretch. Who's it going to be? Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Battling it out at the line. Checkered flag in the air. Oh, we got a wreck. And McMillan takes victory here at Talladega. And the big one happens right at the flash of the checkered flag. Hold the phone, folks. Hold the phone. We're going to go back to the chopper cam here. Go back to the chopper cam. I think Matt Simpson squeaked away with the victory. Let's take a look at it. Zielinski's up there. Why we show the 33 of Matt Simpson up front. As we see the 5 of Zielinski's right there. Makes contact with McMillan. 47 there of Ronnie Norman's 3 wide. Into the tri-oval they go. Look at Zielinski going high. Just taking a look at this as they're making their way in the tri-oval. And there's the contact at the end. And maybe incidence points, I'm not sure, folks. We'll have to get that from race control. But Lachlan McMillan definitely crossed the finish line first here tonight. Not sure why, as our results are showing. But it does look like it'll be Lachlan McMillan. And amazingly, Harton Shelley comes spinning across the start-finish line in second. And Ronnie Norman, the 47 there, getting some damage on him, will be taking third here tonight. What a finish to this race. Unexpected things happening here tonight. What a conclusion it was. We're going to take a short commercial break, folks. When we come back, we'll have some driver interviews for you. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Another day on the job, a man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Talladega, as we're going to take a look at the results of tonight's race. This was the last race of the Contender round. Lachlan McMillan takes the victory here. Had a great battle towards the end. Arton Shelley is able to capitalize and take second as Ronnie Norman got into contact with Zelensky, though they will finish third and fourth, respectively. Matt Simpson will finish in the top five. Connor Anton, our pole sitter here tonight, will finish in sixth. Marcus Richardson, the top in series and points leader coming into tonight, will be finishing seventh. Bobby Cheney, eighth. Ariati, ninth. And Sean Williams will round out your top 10. So as we take a look at the track and as everybody's finishing up, let's go ahead and make our way to our third place finisher here tonight, Ronnie Norman in the 47 car. And as he came into the race tonight, Ronnie, I tell you what, it was a great battle all throughout this race, and you're able to come in third. Tell us a little bit about that ending.
Woo, I think my heart's still pumping on that one. Yeah, I didn't know that the 28 was above me. I saw Lachlan. I tried to get around him, and he slowed down, and I was just trying to make moves. It was just all or nothing there.
And definitely you come away with something. You get third here tonight, and what an amazing way to finish it out for sure. But what was your strategy and expectations coming into Talladega?
Well, I was hoping to have my teammate Christian Snyder draft with me, but he froze during the race, and it didn't work out very well. So then halfway through the race, I wasn't getting any help. I need to thank Spencer. He helped me out a lot. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even have been up here. But yeah, I want to shout out to Spencer for staying with me. And I don't know. It was nuts. I didn't really have a big strategy coming in. All I know is I needed to finish at least seventh or better to make it to Chicagoland, and we did it.
Well, congratulations in that, getting it done here tonight. Definitely had a good setup, giving some shout-outs. What can we expect heading into Chicagoland? You know the pressure's going to be on. You made it into the chase. And how's your experience looking at Chicagoland as far as racing the track and the setup of the car?
Well, when you go into the final race, you obviously have to look at Marcus as one of the championship contenders. He's won like the past, I don't know how many. But you got to look at him as pretty good competition. Zelensky, he's going to be right there with him. So, it feels good running up here with him. I wasn't really expecting this at all. So, I'll see what, Chicagoland, I got my first truck win there when I first started out. But then since all the updates with the tire wear and the track surfaces, and I'm still trying to get a little grasp on it, but we'll see what we can do.
All right. Any final shout-outs you'd like to give for our viewers out there on YouTube?
I want to shout out to you for broadcasting. Everybody that watched tonight, and just want to say let's go see what we can do Chicagoland.
All right, congratulations on your third place finish, and the work's ahead of you, and hopefully you get it done, and we'll see what you got next week at Chicagoland.
Thank you.
There you have it, folks, your third place finisher here tonight, the 47 of Ronnie Norman. Amazingly comes spinning across the start-finish line, able to make it in. And as we take a look now, let's move to our second place finisher here tonight. See if we can get them for an interview. And that would be Arton Shelley. Not sure we're able to see that person. Not able to get them on the line, but we want to congratulate the 28 there. So we will go ahead and move to our winner here tonight. This guy battled it out through all the controversy, makes it through the start-finish line unscathed as everything unfolded behind you, Lachlan. You got to be happy coming away with a victory here at Talladega.
Yeah, no kidding. First career win, so it's a little specialty too. It was a good race. Got to thank all the boys at JDM, Eat Sleep JDM, and VTEC. The Honda Chevrolet was really good tonight, real fast. Thanks for Matt Simpson, Connor Anton, David Shep, Bobby Cheney. Worked with all them tonight. And, it feels good to get the first win.
Yeah, congratulations. And a spoiler it is for the rest of the field. Definitely shuffling things up in the points. And as some of the hopefuls got incidents. Any notable points of this race that you can point out to our viewers out there on YouTube? I know we had some cars go below the apron and wreck, but when did it actually feel like you were going to have the grip on the win?
I mean, right from the get-go, me and Bobby Cheney dropped to the back. I think we were running about P25, and we just ran the queue line, saved our tires. We got up to about 10th position, and then next restart, me and Matt and Connor and all them got together. We pit and came out, shuffled out the leaders, and it was not until then that I thought I actually had a shot at the W. So,
well, congratulations being able to take that. Any final shout-outs you'd like to give for your victory here tonight?
No, just JDM, VTEC, the Honda Chevrolet was real fast tonight.
All right, well, congratulations again. We look forward to seeing you next week at Chicagoland.
Thanks, Dustin.
There you have it, folks. Your winner here tonight, the 16 of Lachlan McMillan. We're going to pull in a guy now, kind of the admin of the league a little bit, to talk a little bit about this Chase series and what's going on next week heading into Chicagoland. Bobby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so we're going to pull up the Chase grid and take a look at it, and some guys definitely getting some points shuffled around here tonight in this race. What a race it was. Some unfortunate events where cautions didn't fly because going down on the apron took some of the hopefuls out of the potential victory here. But heading into Chicagoland next week, tell our viewers out there on YouTube what they can expect and a little more on the series.
Well, yeah, after tonight, we're going to take the final 6. I don't have the official results as of right now, but there's definitely going to be some guys left out and some new faces in there, at least a 1 or 2 possibly. But yeah, them guys that get top 6 going to move on to Chicagoland, and whoever finishes highest out of that top 6 going to take home the trophy. And these guys battled all year. They showed up. We run an 11 race regular season, and we take the top 12 and put them in a 3 race contender round and take the 6. So we come to Talladega, and it's the points are tight. So it was kind of crazy out there tonight, but hey, it's all in good fun, and hopefully we put on the show.
Definitely a good decision to make Talladega a pivotal race in the last race of the contender round, as we saw here tonight, with a lot of guys bouncing through this field, and made for some great racing here tonight to be able to see who was going to end up in the top 6 heading into Chicagoland. So appreciate your time, Bobby. We look forward to the race what we got coming on, and congratulations on your finish here tonight.
Yep, thanks, bud.
All right, Bobby Cheney with some words there. So you looking at the Chase grid next week. We have unofficial results posted. Will be up on simracingauthority.com. You definitely want to check these guys out. They have some other leagues that run. You can definitely catch their truck series on Sunday nights. Brought to you by Max Speed TV up on the iRacing Hub. These guys do a great job covering their super rattled truck series. But before we sign off here tonight, folks, let's once again take a look at the results. Lachlan McMillan, the number 16 car, takes victory. Arton Shelley, Ronnie Norman, Bobby Zelensky, Matt Simpson round out your top 5. Connor Anton, Marcus Richardson, Bobby Cheney, Ariotti, and Sean Williams will take the top 10. Extending on down, we see Spencer Owens, Tyler Ducharme, Jared Darling, Trevor Pertorelli, Brian Workman, Nick Osipek, Dean Held, Chris DeShong, Caden Henry, and David Shutt are your top 20. Rounding out the field, Kyle Putz, John Barry, Anthony Emery, Alex Peck, Josh Robin, Chance Crum, Nicholas Coruscant, Nathan Duenas, I believe is how it's pronounced, Christian Snyder, Derek Bordeaux finishes 30th, Randy Roberts, Justin Gable, and I'm in there for a consolation prize. Well, it was a great race here tonight, folks. We do appreciate you tuning in here to the Digital Forge Broadcast Network. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you'll stay in the know as to when we go live. Like us on Facebook. You can find us there. Look up Digital Forge Broadcasting. You can find us on the web at forgebroadcasting.com. If you have a league that wants to be broadcast on us, check out our schedule there. And to see when we have openings, send an email to info@forgebroadcasting.com, and we may be able to get you up here on the network. Do appreciate you tuning in. We're going to be back tomorrow night for the Dan's Top Notch Heating and Cooling Super Speedway Series. Race number 2 of the 5-race series will be at Daytona. You definitely want to tune in to catch that, as it's been some great truck action there. Brought to you by the All-Pro Racing League. That'll do it for us here tonight. I'm Dustin Caldwell for the Digital Forge Broadcast Network saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.